It's week 12 of the NFL. And up next is this team's sure-handed wide receiver. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. This should be a good one to watch. Coming up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep.
Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. But he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He'll throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. Here's a give up the middle. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And this is looking fantastic. Wow, bounces just yards shy of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And you also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go and put a score on the board. Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Throwing from his own end zone. Connecting on a slant. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Back now, pressure on its way. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing it to start this drive. This one's taken in by Hill. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 32. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. It just couldn't quite find the connection.
He was there, he just couldn't corral it. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they're on the board.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. That one's complete, right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. 2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll throw it yet again. It is caught left side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Looking for a throw here. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The offense getting set to go. And that active 5-game losing streak might be a thing in the past if this lead holds. Throwing now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. Still going inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. And that's cut in the end zone for the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can, and certainly was effective.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys go up 10-zip here in the first. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. It's a 2-score game early. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. They start out second and 10. He puts some air under this one deep. Big gain downfield. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that'll be a first down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. And he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. Now a give running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll give him a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
And he's brought down after getting this to the 17 into the red zone. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 17. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be second and goal. Pass play coming here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Now looking to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The offense headed back to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. He's going to throw this one. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives them the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running back sent in motion. Still sticking with the passing game. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world, Brock. He got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. 2nd and 10 now. Completes this one to Hill.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards, and it'll give him a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Receiver in motion going left. They are throwing it again. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 2nd and 3 now. Motioning left is their running back. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Pass play now. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The running back gets it on the draw. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down, and they go right back to him. Has another lane. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Running in the red zone. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they're going to have a first down. Working inside the red zone. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And he recovers his own mistake. He can keep going here.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
So we've reached that 2-minute warning. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again following the sack. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
He'll now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. This offense making its way back out now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Motion man sent left. From the 28. He's on the move. Took off with it again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Pass play on 1st and 10. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going for it again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
He was brought down at the 26.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So we've reached halftime. Only a 6-point difference between these clubs. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Simple dive up the middle. Has good room at the 35. And he'll finally be taken down right along the 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
Back to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Back out runs their offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Looking to the air here. Connecting on the slant. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Now we're on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here on 1st down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. This time it's a passing play. Short pass brought in. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. There's a handoff up the gut. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. He'll look to throw. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5. Their punter making his way out now. And they could really use a good one here. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, they'll run. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's still just a 1-score game as we resume play in the 4th. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 42. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So now here's 3rd and 5. They're throwing it. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give him a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. They've got first down from the 31. Back to throw now. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up. Setting up a throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And they'll have first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Escapes the and the ground game works for the touchdown. These guys stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create with...
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this second half. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Dropping back to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 45.
He'll throw it yet again. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in the hurry-up here. Here's 2nd and 5. He's got a man left. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Still sticking with the passing game. Has it down close. And in for the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a return from the 7. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Brought in right side. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys with a 5-point lead. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Running it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right around the 39. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They kick the running back in motion. Back to throw it. Into the hands of Culp. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he gets this across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down. On now comes their punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Throwing now. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A nice showing here from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.